Okay, so this is my original sketch of my circuit and my project. And then I went ahead and redrew it on a piece of blank paper. Sorry, just blank paper. So that's what the circuit would look like. And then I went ahead and hot glued the LEDs and the boards and the button on my piece of felt. And then after that, I began drawing the positives and negatives on my circuit. I messed up here, so I got rid of that. So I did a little bit of sewing. I've done this side over here. And then right now I'm working over here. I'm gonna connect these with the button, this LED, and work my way back to this negative. So far so good. I'm not the best sewer, and I had a couple issues with like the knots. Even looking at the picture, I just keep staring at it, but I've gone through it. I'll end up cutting this, but so far it's just like a little tag end. But so far so good, and I will show the end when I finish. Okay, so this is my project. I completely wired it. We had an issue with this blue LED, but then I had to take off the stitching and redo it. So when I press the button, so it's playing my high school that I teach at, the alma mater. These two will be on like the border of the shirt, and then these will be the eyes. The button will be on the nose, and this will be on the mouth. It's completely working now, and this is just like a little light show. Different colors, but for my phone it's showing one for some reason, but it's flashing different colors. So now I just have to put it on the shirt with Velcro, and then we're good to go. My final project. So this is the t-shirt from my high school that I teach at. So I Velcroed the felt to the inside of the shirt. This is just the RGB light that's playing, but when I press the button on the nose, then it plays the alma mater song, and then the lights are set on. There is lights on the eyes. They're a little bit harder to see. I poked a hole, but they do work. So yeah, it definitely took a lot longer than I thought. The coding was a little bit difficult, and then the sewing, we had an issue. But now, so far, so good. So it'll just go through the entire song of the alma mater, and then it'll be done. This is my code. At the top, I just initialized my variables. As you can see in my circuit, I had to name them a little bit different. So blue, yellow left, and then blue, yellow right. Because the circuit included a blue and yellow LED on the left and right hand side, so that was like one circuit. And then the red light eye left and right, because the eyes were their own circuits. And then below that, I have just the RGBs initialization, and then the buzzer and button. Right below that, this is just all of the tone and music stuff, that code that we copied from Blackboard. And then down here, this is just some of the output stuff that we had to do. So the buzzer, button, LEDs, RGBs, and then down here is the loop that just says if the button is pressed, play this song, and then that's what all this stuff is. And then down here, this is the light show. I had to add the check button that right there. It's just because before it wouldn't recognize the button being pressed until it completed one full loop of the RGBs. So now within each like interval of that RGB light show, it's checking if the button is being pressed. Then below that, this is the song. So there's 17 measures. This is measure 1. At the beginning, you can see it's just the buzzer pin. So it's the sound. That's the note that it's going to play for the alumni song. Below that is the light that's going to go off. So I have the blue and yellow left, and then I just did a pattern, blue, yellow left, right, and then the eyes. So I just did that because it's almost 3 notes per measure. Then it's a delay, depending half note, quarter note, and then to the next one. There's a total of 17 measures, which I mentioned. And then down here is just like release. So if the button is low, then this is it. And then down here was that checking if the button was played or pressed or not. And that's my code.